Greetings, dear ones. This is Dreamfeather. Welcome back to Dreamfeather Mystic Arts. It's really late right now, but I felt really called to give you a bonus reading tonight. And there's so much freshness and aliveness I'm feeling collectively in the universe. It feels like, I don't usually use the word hope, but it feels like this sense of hope and renewal that you are magnetizing to you everything that you've been calling upon, because you're realizing that you being that energy and receiving that energy fully inside in your imagination, really saturating your mind-body field with the feeling sensation of what would it feel like right now in my body if everything were okay, if everything were the ideal way that I desire it to be. It is that felt sense of safety and trust and releasing urgency and impatience that truly magnetizes like magic everything that we're drawing in. Going into the feeling state of already having what you want. So this ties to the subconscious mind work, because the beliefs are influencing what we think and thus how we feel. So when we can almost reverse that and go into the feeling state, it's going to shift and adjust our thought state and our belief state. And so it really all kind of works in a domino effect. So I think that right now it's really important to get into the feeling state of having already what you wish, my dears. Remember that you are that force of life that's creating everything. What you say goes, and you having that conviction in that this is so, that your I am consciousness is creating the world of form, then you can create and bend reality however you wish. Reality is very malleable. It's vibrational and energetic at its very nature. That is the more true reality than the world of form. So the world of form can flip in an instant. It's only ever this unraveling, ever now, present moment. It's never the past, it's never the future. It's only now, 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 opportunity, opportunity. And if you're not doing what you want now, if you're not being who you want to be now, if you're not being with the people you want to be with now, then why not? Because if you're not doing it now, it means there's some aspect of avoidance. And so this is really about being that dream self, that future self, bridging your future self to your current state by embodying what is that person doing, feeling, thinking now. Live in that state and you are magnetizing all you wish towards you. So let's see what the tarot has to say about what's happening for you in the realms of love. This is a collective timeless reading. In matters of the heart, in matters of selecting our desired timeline and aligning with the formless, infinite aspect of self to really create the life of our dreams, living that dream life now. So what does Spirit want you to know in love and in selecting this reality? Wow. I keep getting these beautiful cards. Look at this, the world. You've come into a completion. You're realizing you're one with everything and that you are everything. At a quantum level, everything is one. And so thus you are everything. You can embody any state you desire. True love, ever-flowing wealth, success and prosperity in business, divinely aligned, harmonious, joyful relationships, stable, happy family life. You're mastering all the... It's reminding me of that show. It's this show about this warrior child who has mastered it's the airbender, the last airbender. This is what this is reminding me of. So maybe in some ways you work with elements or with the building blocks of creation to shift your reality. You're in touch with the whole, and you're in touch with the microcosm and the macrocosm, and you realize the micro and the macro are one and the same. And you're kind of in touch with the hologram aspect of life, the mirror of life, to where it's just a holographic dream, everything outside, so thus there's nowhere to go for almost like even guidance. Like you're becoming your own oracle here, and you're realizing that all you seek is within you, because what you're narrating inside of you is direct reflection outside of you. Now with the world as well, you could be connecting with someone online or through media, through the World Wide Web. You're in touch with that expansive aspect of yourself. And that's what I was saying when I was first talking about the energy, is it feels very expansive and like fresh, renewal, hope. This is what this card symbolizes. And she brings a lot of that star energy. We've been getting the star a lot out lately. And it's almost like you're the star and you have risen. It's a rebirth, it's a resurrection. It's like this remembrance into who you've always been, who you always are, your eternal self, your divine self that is infinitely on fire with your purpose and your passion here with the King of Wands. This could be your energy. You're feeling like you've shifted the focus back in on yourself, and you're on fire with what makes your heart sing. And when you find that avenue for yourself, you'll find that what you do gives you more energy, and it makes you want to create more and give more. And this King of Wands has learned that giving is receiving as well. With this staff, he's creating and then he's receiving, and he's open to receive with his feminine left hand open and willing to receive. He's mastered that wand of how to align his actions in effective ways. This is someone as well who's very driven and motivated, and it's because they align with their inner vision. The World card's all about vision. Your vision of your vision is what fuels you. It's not that cheap instant gratification that he's after. It's like that sustained effort through moons and moons of consistency that he's able to grow and flourish in his life, in their life, in your life, whatever gender. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm getting a lot of Leo with the lion there at its heart. This is someone who's very courageous, who's tapped into being a leader and paving their own path, and someone who could want to own their own business or does some sort of entrepreneurial work. They're just so tapped in with their heart as well, their heart essence. Their heart is really what leads the way here. This world also has a very open heart. I had to cover this because of no nudity on YouTube, but it's so beautiful. I wish I could show the human in its natural beautiful form, because I really love the artwork of the human body and anatomy. But yeah, this is just such abundant, rich energy. You're feeling so rich, and it's this new gateway into a whole new world. I'm hearing your whole life is about to change. It could have to do with this King of Wands. He has a lizard there. This is about clairaudience, psychic hearing. Maybe you're hearing some intuitive guidance from your spirits. Maybe you're connecting with this person in the astral realm by getting really quiet and reading between the lines. And the lizard, I believe, is also about observation and using your speech correctly. Remember, our speech is our spells. The energetic nature of reality is first and foremost mental through the consciousness, and then through what we actually express out is the narrative that creates worlds. And then this king aligns his thoughts and his words, and he takes that action from that place because he's in touch with that vision that fuels him everlastingly. How beautiful. Let's see what else is Spirit wants you to know. What else does the collective need to know in love? What else is happening, please, in this beautiful, new, fresh cycle? So much joy and expansion. Look at that, the sun. And then the Empress there, middle of the deck. Wow. So there's growth, there's new life, there's radiance, there's illumination. This is awakening. Awakening. You are the key to your own awakening. This reminds me of Ananke, which is the mother of the fates. And she's said to be the Greek goddess of inevitability and necessity. And she, Ananke, was the consort of Chronos, or time. And Chronos came into my field because I was breaking down the word synchronicity. And I said synchronicity. And it made me wonder, who's Chronos? So I was researching Chronos, and he's Ananke's lover. And he is the god of time, also personified as Saturn. And this Empress is earth energy, more of Venus and Taurus, however. And anyways, it said that Ananke and Chronos is also like karma. And when they entwined around a cosmic egg at the beginning of the universe, when the universe was formless, they birthed chaos, which then turned into the worldly forms as we know it. So their child was chaos, and then they created cosmos, I believe. And so that element of inevitability with this world is also like destiny, karma, things that are written in the stars and agreed upon in the in-between life. This reminds me of the in-between life, where we decided everything that we would experience, all the people we would meet, how our relations would unfold. So that element of trust, like I was talking about in the beginning of the reading, is like, there's no reason not to trust. There's every reason to trust, because in some ways the divine current is always orchestrating our life, and it's only the ever-present now where all your power resides. So who you declare you are now, you don't need to change anything about yourself but your energy. And then your whole life follows suit with what you proclaim yourself to be. And I see you're claiming yourself as so worthy, so lovable. I feel like you're falling in love with yourself right now. You're falling in love with even the parts of yourself that have been hard to love in the past. You're almost like treating yourself as your own child, as realizing that you are that divine consciousness dreaming yourself. And why wouldn't you love yourself? You're a divine child of the universe, and you deserve someone's hand in love. And look at this, King of Wands is extending his hand. You're sitting there spindling. You could be sewing or crocheting, or even, I don't know what this thing is. It's like spinning some string. And it's interesting, I was just talking about Ananke, the mother of the fates, and the fates are the ones who string the web of life and the thread of our life, the red string of fate, the golden string of destiny. And there's 3 different triple goddesses of fate. I feel like one is called Clotho. So the Greek goddesses of destiny, let me share their names because it's so beautiful, the names. Atropos, you can think of it like atrophy, like something being put to rest or past, is the past. Clotho is the present, and Lachesis is the future. Lachesis, what an interesting name. And so yeah, Atropos, past, Clotho, present, Lachesis, future. And one of them pulls the string from the bundle of string and measures it out. Another one cuts the string, and the last one is the one measuring how long the string is. Very interesting. So with this Empress energy, and it's interesting, the Empress is number 3, and we were just talking about the 3 fates. There's something fated here with this fire sign. And it could be sun, moon, rising. They don't have to be a fire sign either. This is just the energy that they're expressing. Someone who's very passionate about their purpose and finding passion and meaning in life, and you as well. I feel like you two are mirroring each other with this, because you're into your crafts, into your projects, and so is he. He, I feel, loves to work and loves to make things happen. Wow, such a fiery energy. The sun as well is Leo. This rules Leo, and Leo's the lion. Leo is ruled by the heart. And then we see a heart here in the Empress energy, because she's ruled by Venus, which is the planet of love and beauty. The sun is the planet of expansion, of growth, of life, celebration. Wow. I love this for you all. I love this so much. What else does the collective need to know in love? So you're discovering and really kindling your sense of worth, your identity, who you claim yourself to be. What else does the collective need to know in love? Death. So there's something you're letting go of, something that wants to die, that maybe you haven't fully released, but you're in this transitory doorway, stepping through that portal into this whole new cycle. Death is Scorpio energy. 8 of Pentacles reversed. So I think you're gaining clarity around seeing through to your vision until the end, and releasing distractions around really doing what you love and finding purpose in your everyday. I think that's what's alchemizing here with death. You're letting go of feeling like you need to wait to do what you love to do now. Because like I said, the ever unfolding now is the only time to act and be who and what you want to be. We can keep waiting till tomorrow, but tomorrow only ever unfolds into the now. And so you doing and being who you are right now is totally worthy, fulfilled, passionate, wealth, magnetizing to you naturally and easily, more so each day. Because you're tapped into that energy, you're spinning those webs of abundance for yourself. Really learning how to grow, I feel, through your craft as well. Grow energy, abundance, resources through your craft. And I think it's coming out of this delay or this period where you felt stagnant or uninspired in your craft. Also, it could be the death of not showing up or putting in work towards some aspect of love. Maybe feeling like before you weren't worthy to receive the recognition, or I don't know, there's something about mastering a craft that has been on the back burner up until now. And I feel like you're coming into that inspiration for that again. You're finding the strength, it shows here, to get back on board with a vision or creating as part of a group. Working on something, sustaining something. It's almost like the work. It's almost like two people want to show up and work collaboratively, but I feel like someone possibly has been really hyper-focused on work to a detriment, and someone else has possibly been avoiding work, or vice versa. And it's almost coming into this phase of getting past burnout in some way, I'm almost seeing. Because the pentacles are reversed, but you're coming back into the energetic of what it means to be abundant, of what it means to happily work towards your vision and your goals that you really came here to fulfill, as like a prophecy of your life. And the more that you align with what you really came here to do, this person recognizes you in you embodying the energy of true heartfelt fulfillment for life, because you're on track with your purpose. Nothing fuels you and fills you like really walking, living, breathing in your purpose. And it's really about you giving life meaning and purpose for yourself. You don't need to go out and discover it or look for it. You find it within and you allow it to naturally flow through you. What is this connecting energy of the King of Wands and the Empress, please? Current connecting energy of the King of Wands and the Empress. The Empress is Taurus energy. Oh, interesting. We pulled one of these cards earlier, and I feel like this came out too, but so this is a beautiful progression. In the last reading, this was upright, and now it's reversed. So you're letting go of feeling scared or any heartache around this happy new journey that you're embarking upon. I didn't even talk about strength. Wow. So with this strength, and look at this beautiful Empress. It's giving me like, I don't know, you could have like a retro vibe or like a grandmotherly vibe with this little bonnet she's wearing. It's really cute. Now with the strength energy, you both are coming into your feline energy of being like humble, like humbling any pride or ego, and coming into like, what do I want to say? The sense of reverence for yourself and all you've been through, and the sense of reverence for your darkness and your shadows, and really making peace with all of who you are. Do you see how like loving she's looking towards the wild aspect and nature of herself? And like I was saying before as well, as far as releasing any urgency for your system, from your system, any impatience around things moving, because it's only ever now, holding any urgency or impatience in your nervous system is in that fight, flight, or freeze aspect of the nervous system, which is stemming from usually limiting negative beliefs around that you don't have what you want or you can't have what you want, or some way in which you feel disconnected from your desires or from reality. And when we can learn to tame the nervous system and those wild instinctual nature that wants things now and is wondering why it's not happening, and it can lead to things like clinginess and chasing, and basically declaring to the universe that I have to get from others because I can't fulfill that for myself. Now we want to switch this frame of mind and realize there's nothing to get outside of you. You have to give it to yourself first energetically, and then it will come to you naturally outside in a harmonious way, mutually beneficial for all involved, for the highest and best good. And the Strength card is reminding you to align and relax into and trust in your desires. Trust that because you have that desire, mean it's already done unto you. Because you can fathom and imagine this reality, it means it is already so for you. And you can trust in that coming to pass and simply align with the flow of your life by getting back into your work, into your craft, and what brings you joy, and what you can really get lost in and find that flow state in, of like any sort of hobby that brings you into the flow state. Maybe it's bike riding or running, or some sort of spiritual practice. Maybe it's woodworking I'm seeing here, carving, anything, song, dance, prayer, ritual, something that, or even just some sort of craft that you do for work or for career that you're interested in growing. Going back to that and really being laser focused in as often as you can, aligning with your desires, declaring them as already here, and then allowing yourself to get into that flow state of being in harmony with existence, because you're any way in which you can do an activity that makes you lose track of time, lose track of your sense of self, lose track of like just the senses and what's currently happening in your world, and just be totally laser focused on one thing, is going to bring you into this flow state where you can get in touch with your higher mind, with your subconscious mind, and kind of like enter slower brainwave states. Like the alpha state is a state of flow and meditation, and it's a very healing state, a state of creativity. And so the more you can be in that state while also consciously working on affirmations or suggesting to yourself that you already have the reality you wish to live, then naturally that reality will be magnetized towards you, because being in the flow state releases resistance around that reality coming to you, to where you release the need to feel like you need to check in the external or look for confirmation from the way people are acting towards you or how someone's communicating with you. You seize all like questionings or looking for validation or acceptance externally, and you simply validate that to yourself inside, and then you're able to release any identification with possible suffering that could be happening around you. Like you're making peace with heartache and loss, you're making peace with your fears, and you're really almost, I don't know, it's this energy with the blindfold and the Two of Swords, like you maybe don't have all the answers right now, but you're simply leaning into trust. Look at how trusting she is, being one with the universe there, with bearing her heart, her arms, and floating in the ethers there. And then this Empress is very much embodying the other pole of that. Like she's in touch with nature and the cosmos, but she's like the nature goddess personified, the Empress. And she's in touch with what it means to thrive in the physical. She's in touch with what it means to thrive in the astral. But she really has also all the lessons of the physical, because she's been through the whole journey of the tarot and of the evolution of her soul. So she's unlocking higher octaves of her psychic powers and of her like energy to create and to align frequency-wise. And I feel like maybe at this time, I asked about the energies connecting you two. So I think you two are both looking inside and releasing resistance and fear around this connection. Feel like you're releasing as well and coming out of a time of separation, because 3 + 2 is 5. 5 of Swords is about separation. What else is connecting you and this person? The Sun is going to illuminate and heal any like mistrust you've had towards each other. I feel like things are going to be coming to light. Yeah, you're coming out of a time of deep inner reflection and healing with this 4 of Swords reversed. This means you're coming out of isolation, out of solitude. And what is going to be known when you two commune again? What's coming to light when the two of you commune next? A new beginning with the Fool. Interesting. It's the Fool, Ace of Cups reversed, and 7 of Pentacles. Huh. It's a new beginning, but I feel like someone is still in this slow moving energy of just standing still. Someone is wanting to take a leap of faith, but it's almost like they're assessing with this Ace of Cups, like what they really want. I'm going to have to clarify this Ace of Cups. The Judgment is here. Rebirth, rising like the phoenix. Let's see. One moment, I need to plug in the camera really quickly. I feel like this person in the past had this deceptive energy around commitment or around union. Like maybe hiding that they have these deeper levels of feeling. Interesting. This is someone from the past, possibly. This is old memories as well. I think someone's reflecting on old emotional memories and releasing old memories of the past that have caused them pain and heartache here. They're alchemizing it and turning it into their power and deciding not to operate under those old emotions. Because I was talking, remember, about like how our emotions is that secret, is that state to seek, to call in whatever it is we want to call in. This person wants to do a new cycle, a new narrative, and they don't want to operate under these old emotions which have, because you see how there's the mirror image of this heart here, this red heart. They're no longer identifying with emotions that cause them heartache or pain, and it's simply about the way that they're viewing the situation. And it's about learning how to go into a new reality by emotionally feeling their way towards it in a way that feels good. And rekindling this sense of inspiration for life. And I have to say, it's interesting, this Ace of Cups reversed, this could be someone as well acknowledging some love offer that they are blocking, that for some reason they feel like they can't let it in with this Two of Swords and Ace of Cups. For some reason, this love, this potentiality for love, because the Ace, we need someone there to actually act upon this energy that's here for you, but you have to learn to let it in and take it in, and this could be you or whoever you're dealing with. And I think you're at a time right now where you're learning how to let in love, how to let in the abundance of the universe to fill you everlastingly with this Empress card, and to release this identification with lack or with sorrow. And you're in those alchemical fires with judgment of really proclaiming that you are eternal transformation, and you can align with whatever outcome that you seek. Let's see again, what is this Ace of Cups reversed? Why is the Ace of Cups here reversed, please? yeah, this heavy burden of maybe even feeling out of touch emotionally. There was some way in which the sense of relatedness between you two was stuck or stagnant or not allowed to flow freely, authentically. But I feel like you're coming into this energy of authenticity, of honoring how you feel. Because this Ace of Cups is there whether you want to acknowledge it or not. This opportunity for renewal, for transformation and new energy and love wanting to usher in is here for you. But you have to come over here and take this cup of love for yourself. You have to learn how to let in this cup of love that you are. It's not about receiving it from anyone else so much as it is receiving it for yourself. What else? Yeah, it's making a decision with this Two of Pentacles. You can make the decision to stay more stagnant, and I'm almost getting to, though, this energy with patience here, like the patience of letting the sun grow your crops. But then there's another energy of like feeling like you're in the dark and out of touch and out of tune with the sun of illumination, and you're more in the dark about things. So it's kind of this choice about, do I want to come into illumination? And these are both very standstill energies as well. And I think this is part of this death card of letting go, of waiting for the perfect person or waiting for love to be offered to you. And you're coming into trusting that it's already here for you. And then singing the song of the universe, of the universal love that's being lived through you at all times. That there's nothing to seek in love. It's about being and becoming love. And this is what you're reconfiguring in yourself. And you no longer have to carry these heavy burdens of feeling like you're overworking yourself or taking on too much, and so you're not able to relish in the love that's already here for you. Someone could have just been feeling super overwhelmed and burdened by life to where they put love on a back burner. And now they're kind of realizing that putting all their focus and energy into their work is kind of like very draining, and that the spark and the magic of life is in new love. And it's this awakening into that fact. You see all this solar energy, this sun energy, new beginnings, stepping into this, leaping into this new timeline, this leap of faith in love here. And what else is happening with this new energy, this new beginning? Will this person take this Ace of Cups? King of Pentacles. So Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like this person is very stable and grounded and focused on growing financially and in the earthly realm. And I feel like this could be a new beginning with someone who's very practical and logical and knows how to sustain himself and his wealth. Someone who can offer something very stable in love. Wheel of Fortune and Ace of Wands. Let me clarify this Ace of Wands. What is this Ace of Wands here? I feel like before this person was not acting on their desired nature because it came out reversed. This person could have been feeling like almost, maybe like they were wearing a mask or they weren't being authentic because they were so worried and burdened by the opinions of others, and they didn't realize they were carrying all those opinions, and so they weren't acting on what they really felt authentically in this connection. But with the Wheel of Fortune, you can't outwit fate. You can't run away from fate or pretend like some level of attraction isn't there when it is, or some level of like magnetism toward toward love, toward like being attracted. This element of like, there's almost this element of repression. Repression, and I'm getting this weird thing in my throat with my voice as well. So I feel like there's been a lot of unspoken desire here. With this Wheel of Fortune, things are shifting and turning, and this King of Cups is now showing up. Someone who has gone into the watery realms of their true feelings and is now coming, looking over on the horizon and seeing how there's new growth and new possibility here with you. This is someone who sees like a vision and a future, something that is long-lasting and stable emotionally and physically. You could be at a distance to this person. And one last card for the connecting energy with the collective. What else does the collective need to know? Tell me more about this Ace of Cups. Again, Two of Cups, or Two of Pentacles rather. I feel like there's two timelines, there's two options for you here. It's a King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So fate is going to decide this for you. And I feel like you may have been burdened about making a choice and not wanting to choose the wrong cup of love. And so because of that, either you or this person have not been choosing anything. And I think it's this renewal back into inspiration, back into the cup of love that you have for life, and not so much about any one person, but it's like coming into that inspiration and ever overflowing love for existence. And there could be a lot going on right now that you're juggling. High Priestess. This is you and your sovereignty and your power, tapped into the laws of the universe, the laws of nature, and intending your reality to be so through things like sacred texts, tarot or divination, crystal balls and scrying. Really being that oracle for yourself and asking yourself, what timeline will I align with? Because I'm creating this timeline with this person. How do I want them to show up? What would they be saying? What does like the ideal unfolding of this situation, how does that happen for me? How is this all happening for me, for my highest good? You see a vision here on the horizon, and you're playing the tune of your heart to attract that perfect match. And you have several people here who are showing up for you, interested in you, willing to be open and vulnerable and share their cup and their pentacle with you. And it's a matter of who is going to show up in that upright Ace of Cups, and not someone who's focusing on all the reasons why they can't have you or why this can't work. You're attracting someone who's willing to make it work at all costs, and someone who is happy to meet you right where you're at, my dears. So this is what I see for you, a new beginning in love. Let me pull one last card. What else for the collective, please, in love? And again, relaxing into this timeline, having full trust in the process, realizing the journey is the reward, and that there's absolutely no rush. You'll never miss a date with destiny. Destiny is always here working with you, and you just surrendering into that, you can be blissfully aligning and like blissfully playing in the game of life, doing what you're passionate about. How you do one thing is how you do everything, so live life with the most passion, joy, fun. Air Guardian, shift your perspective. Yeah, so this is just about seeing that ideal outcome. Seeing the ideal outcome and aligning the mental body with what you desire. And it is so. Shifting your perception to shift reality. That is the key. So my dears, if you're interested in a private personal reading, I do offer that down below. I also offer hypnotherapy sessions and shamanic energy healing. If you'd like any of my services, I'd be happy to work with you. And please, if this resonated with you, like the video, subscribe if you'd like more psychic readings, and as well, I would love a comment telling me if this resonated with you. And I love you so much. I'm so grateful for our tribe of dreamers here, and lots of heart light until we meet again, dears.